Okay, we are back, and before your um right, I was trying to explain that I didn't want him to MST Call It a Haunted or Phantom Beast because that was my strategy. But as it turns out, he just takes the attack. I guess that wasn't a card to really be worried about after all. Sorry about that vibrating. My phone needs to be charged. So far, this is the third voice recording I had to do for this video. So, took a lot of data out on the battery. Alright, I let him go with effect. And there, I think I should add effect veiler. Because, I don't have anything to negate effects in this deck. That's what it lacks. It has a whole bunch of special summons. You can keep, getting monsters from your hand, to your hand. You can keep fetching, you can keep special summoning, but the whole problem is that there's no interaction with the opponent's effects, except with the other traps. Over here, I think I'm about to lose. Because he immediately gets rid of Direwolf. And that's where I am afraid. I start to think if I should bring back EL or Bana with Pinpoint Guard because I know that I could lose. I'm about to lose. It looks like I'm about to lose. Because those two 1800s is 3600 and 2600 was going to be 6200. And I only have 6,000 life points left. So what do I do from here? I bring back another monster. I think. Yeah, I do. Because I'm thinking I should get rid of all of his monsters with Dark Hole next turn. That was a decent plan anyway. I start to think if I should bring back Yale just so I can use Phantom Beast, but every other monster has 1800 attack, so that wouldn't have been a good idea. I bring back a Bana because I figure if I drew Leo or something, then I can just discard again and maybe run over Gaia. And then I remember, oh crap, Gaia still gives me piercing damage. But I'm not too worried about that. If I had some of in attack position, I still would have taken damage from the other monsters. 200 points isn't a lot, but it counts. If you have 200 points and you win a duel, it counts. It's like, oh my freaking god, I almost had him. Okay, I drew Abercornway, and here I think maybe I can pull off another Lightning Chidori, because again, I'm afraid of the face downs, but I come up with an entirely different plan. I'm going into 101. This is what happens when you don't destroy them. You ain't really have any other choice with Compost anyway, but it was a good idea at the time. Just badly reflected on it now. And here was my ultimate plan. I attached 2 so that way I can take control of Gaia, right? And then I used Dark Hole to get rid of every other monster. And I remember 101, if he gets destroyed by anything really, I could just use one overlay unit. and he'll be protected. It's too bad his effect isn't any cards. Oh, I meant to say, it's too bad his effect isn't if this is a Exceeds monster, you get all the Exceeds monster's materials, but that would have been broken anyway. Because then you still have like two other monsters that, 200 other ways that it can't be destroyed. Two other overlay units protect itself. He says, wow, okay. That's like one of the best strategies I ever did. I get an Exceeds monster, and I'm able to get rid of all these other monsters. I thought he had something waiting for me with those other cards, but no, I'm not worried then. Maybe he had a Stonehenge methods, since he wanted to bring back his other, what was it called? Stonehenge methods. Since he brought back Never Disc, so that way Konami monster had been destroyed. Right here, I end the game. Because once I attack with Aberconway, it's over with. He uses limited removal to double Jet's attack. And he knows no other monster couldn't run over that. But I use Lance on Golden Jet. Because I'm awesome like that. And I knew that since he's unaffected by other spells and traps, he'd be unaffected by our limited removal. Right here, I attack directly for the win. I'm so screwed. Yeah, you know you're screwed when you have 100 points. I tell him that that's not the amount of points that was really lost, though. Jet had already taken 800 points, and so Aberconway attacks while he has 500. He loses 1300 and 2100, and that's pretty much all he really had. Man, this was an awesome duel. That was like the last strategy with 101. That was the best strategy I ever thought of. Sorry, dude, I gotta go on.